Congo's Cold War secrets. How the US backed a dictator to stop communism. Did you know the United States once supported a dictator in Africa just to stop the spread of communism? This is the untold story of Congo, later called Zaire, during the Cold War. A story of spies, secret deals, and the rise of Mobutu Sese Seko, a man once called America's African ally. Let's unpack what really happened and why the US chose power over principles. Scene 1. Background of Congo, 045-2. Congo gained independence from Belgium in 1960, but it wasn't smooth. The young nation was rich in resources like uranium and copper, but poor in stability. The first Prime Minister, Patrice Lumumba, wanted Congo to be truly independent and wouldn't side with the US or the Soviets. This made him a target. He was eventually overthrown and killed in a tragic political crisis. Scene 2. The US picks a side, 2-3-30. During the Cold War, the US was afraid of any country leaning toward the Soviet Union. So, the CIA stepped in, supporting Joseph Mobutu, a military officer who promised to keep communism out. Mobutu seized power and became president in 1965 with US and European backing. In return, he opened his doors to Western companies and allowed CIA activity. Scene 3. Mobutu's long rule, 335-30. Mobutu ruled Zaire for 32 years. He crushed opposition, controlled media, and lived a life of luxury while his people suffered. Still, the US kept supporting him. Because he was anti-communist, he became one of the richest leaders in Africa, while the country fell deeper into poverty. Scene 4. What did the US gain? 530-630. By supporting Mobutu, the US maintained access to vital minerals like cobalt and uranium. They also kept a foothold in Central Africa to monitor Soviet activities. But this came at a cost. Human rights were violated and democracy was crushed. Scene 5. The fall of Mobutu, 630-730. After the Cold War ended, Mobutu was no longer useful. The US began to distance itself. In 1997, a rebel army overthrew him, and he fled the country. The Congo has faced continued conflict ever since. Outro lesson, 739. The story of Congo shows how global superpowers sometimes choose influence over ideals. While fighting communism, the US also helped enable one of Africa's longest dictatorships. Today, Congo still struggles with the aftershocks. As we look back, the big question is, was it worth it? Or could the US have chosen a better path for Congo and its people?